Hello teachers. Let's look at the project-based learning sheet for the chapter Environment, Trees and Rivers. We will go over some learning concepts, outcomes and objectives in this particular sheet. The concept that we are focusing on is homophones. And the outcomes we want from this learning sheet is for learners to respond verbally and in writing to questions based on day-to-day life experiences, an article, story or poem heard or read. This sheet has been designed so that learners will be able to understand the concept of homophones. They will be able to identify homophones using picture clues, create new homophones, and recall some more homophones that they know. Let's look at the leading question. Let's ask the learners, can you think of two words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings? To help them think, let's prompt learners with a few thoughts. Ask them to listen to two words that you're going to say that sound similar, like see and see. Now, ask them what they think the difference between these two words are. You can also write the words on the board or use them in sentences, such as I see a bird and fish live in the sea. Reiterate that the meanings of both these words are different. However, they sound the same. Ask them to think of more words like this. Introduce them to the concept of homophones. Mention that a homophone is a word that is pronounced the same as another word. It differs in meaning or in spelling. The two words may be spelled the same. For example, new and new, one and one, eight, and so on. Now, let's help learners learn more about homophones with some activities. Activity 1. Match the homophones along with their pictures. For this activity, ask learners to be prepared with scissors and glue. Ask them to observe the sentences carefully and identify the homophone words used in each sentence. Once they do, ask them to recognize the words from the pictures given below, cut the appropriate word, and paste it in the right box. Activity 2. Draw the homophone. Here we have homophone words given and their pictures drawn. Some pictures are missing. Ask learners to identify what the missing pictures are and draw them in the box. Next, activity 3. Find the right homophone. In this activity, ask learners to consult members at home, family, friends, elders, so on, and come up with the homophones for the given words. Activity 4. This is a reading comprehension activity. We have a wonderful poem called At the Zoo, and learners will read the poem to answer the questions given below. The poem has wonderful pairs and examples of homophones. Learners will read it well and choose the right answers for the questions given below. Question number 5 in this particular reading comprehension activity is for learners to reflect on their own personal lives. Complete the word web by matching each animal you saw at the zoo with a homophone word. One has been done for you. Ask learners to think about the time they visited the zoo and think of homophones that they can use that are animal names with other words that sound similar. For example, deer and deer. Next, we come to our creative space activity. Here, we'll ask learners to cut and paste pictures relevant to the concept of homophones and present it to the class. Let them also observe the other pictures presented by their classmates and write descriptions of them in the box presented below. Next, we have self-assessment questions. These questions help the teacher understand if the learner has understood the concept of homophones sufficiently. Allow learners to attempt these questions. And finally, attempt the OMR sheet, where learners can practice shading the answers in the sheet to help them understand how they can answer for competitive and future exams.